for a treat. In this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Johnson, and it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot. Randall passes to Hart. Randall, a screen on Bridges. Hart, wide open. He fired. Traps in the tray.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
There's the pick. Bridges, no one around him. No good from outside. And here are the Knicks. It's a three-point game. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Brunson goes in, and he converts the lane.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
Dinwiddie against Hart. Just 5 on the clock. All sorts of time. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
5 on the clock. Power down with both hands.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Randall with a screen for Brunson. Outside for Randall. Oh, good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Brunson. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Johnson, a wide open look. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Brunson scanning the floor. Count that bucket. Brunson's got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. If you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
For New York, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And Hart has it in the corner. No good on the three. Nets trail by 4. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. For 3, Bridges. The Knicks pull it in. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
.105 left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Randall. Wow, way off on that one.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
From deep, Johnson gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Guard against Bridges. Outside for Randall. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
Finney Smith passes to Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They lead by 4. Outside for Randall. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. 6 points for Julius Randle.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Knicks. They lead by 7. Stay with us as we get some.
Your Knicks City Kings. Here comes your Knicks City action.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Josh Hart out there with Rose. And it's Barrett in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Break Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Rose kicks to Randall. Barrett setting a pick for Randall. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Nets trail by 5. Here's Finney Smith. It's good from long range.
Stop it now, Dorian Finney-Smith. Extended range from 3. My goodness.
Rose passes to Hart. Robinson a screen on top. Hart tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Finney Smith. He's defended by Randall. From deep, Johnson kicks to Curry. From past the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0-1 from the field. New York has gone 0-2 from deep in the second. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success? He says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. And an intentional foul right there.
First, really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Simmons checked in for the Nets. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. O'Neal with it. Here's the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Toppin finds Rose. Launches a 3. Toppin can't get it to go. Brooklyn trailing. Johnson outside. Screen by O'Neal. Takes a 3. Shot by Johnson, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the pass to Rose. Now, here's Toppin. Guarded by O'Neal. They get it back. Grimes passes to Hartenstein. Here's Toppin. Not going to go that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Johnson against quickly, and the wide open shot from Rose. They grab their own miss. Pass to Toppin. Here's Grimes. There's a screen by Toppin, and he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic LU jam.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates, just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
This is it to O'Neal. Johnson in the corner. Back to O'Neal. It's tipped. Down low, and Toppin throws it down.
Well, the versatility Obi Toppin has in the low post, mid-range, three-point line. He's that modern-day 4 and 5 position, guys.
The Knicks with the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Toppin throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
With 1 on the clock, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And
the previous play is under review.
Just yet, officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so Curry will bring it up for the Nets. It's a one-point game. Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Simmons is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Cam Johnson. Then it's Thomas. And it's Curry in at point guard. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. What a target. 6'11", long arms. Ben Simmons, make your teammate look great.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind the last couple years. Assembling a super team. And before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Outside Curry for the three. No good there.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now.
There's the dish to O'Neal. Bridges against Randall. Bridges outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year. Boy, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously injuries played a part. The big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend. Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Outside, Simmons. Here he goes. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Despite the Nets' shifting lineup scores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Curry dishes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Ben Simmons playing fearlessly and getting to all the spots on the floor he's comfortable in.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Buries it from three-point range. Brunson's got 9 points.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to be.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The very quick response from deep by Joe Harris. We love it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Brunson kicks to Hart. Offline with his 3. Nets leading by 5. And here is Simmons. He's got 12. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Dinwiddie checked in for Curry.
That's his first personal.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Great Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, Jordy. Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. New York has gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Brunson, good.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Dinwiddie, left side. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game. Barrett, wide open, he fired. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. For 3, Bridges. Dinwiddie outside. To the middle, here's Claxton, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now, Hart. Outside for Randall. Pass to Brunson. For the lead. Unable to get that one. It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets lead by 2.
And a big round of applause
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Hart, and it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. Over to the left wing. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Stolen by Brunson. To the paint. Outside for Randall. Back to Robinson. He feeds it to Randall. In the corner, Barrett with it. To take the lead. And there's Randall on the assist by Barrett. Randall's got the game tied up here for New York.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Bridges dishes to Simmons. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Fires the 3. Drains the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Hart. Back to Brunson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. New York needs to get off a shot. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Dinwiddie outside. From outside the arc. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Randall with a screen for Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, that's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
Nets leading by 3. Dinwiddie kicks to Simmons. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. In the corner, it's Harris. Bridges outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Simmons, and Johnson subbed in for Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
There's a screen. Here's Claxton. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Claxton's got 4 this quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Barrett against Johnson. Barrett the pass to Robinson. Goes back up. Hart with it. Johnson on him. Hart finds Robinson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
Hart against Bridges. Dinwiddie right side. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Barrett, covered by Johnson. And Barrett slams it in.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Johnson outside. Bridges inside the three-point line.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Brooklyn with the ball. The lead is 2. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Dinwiddie drives in. Claxton. It's in! And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 4. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, Knicks fans. Time to get loud for your Knicks record and crew.
Simmons checked in for Brooklyn. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep it focused.
Thanks, David.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Second team foul.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Pass to Hart. Inside. Hartenstein passes to Grimes. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem...
Star-Spangled.
Look at it. Tonight's matchup. Both front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be. The big man in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
So the Raptors starting five. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Now here's Siakam. Fires the 3. Barnes, it's good.
Showing the grit. Scotty Barnes holds his own in the paint.
VanVleet against Brunson. Robinson on the wing. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Randall finds Barrett. Shoots over Barnes. Randall can't hit.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Greg.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randle credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Now here's VanVleet. Siakam, the pass to VanVleet. Anunoby on the wing. Back to Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. Driving in. Oh, hammer it home.
Ooh, that hurts.
And that one is hammered home.
Light on his feet, quick off the floor, and showing creativity. OG Anunoby. Wow.
Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of the team.
Both free throws, good from Brunson. And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Graham.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor. Solid shooting threat from outside, and gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense.
And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Graham.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wing. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Shot's good by Hart.
And that's what they want to do. Hit him open looks early.
Anunoby against Hart. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Back to Anunoby. From deep three-point range. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Siakam. Inside. Goes back up. Here's Pirtle. Oh, Robinson with a block. Outside Hart. Robinson, a screen on Barnes. Hart from long range. Siakam pulls down the board. The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Anunoby going inside. That shot missing. New York goes the other way with it. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Outside Barnes. Down low. Pass to Pirtle. Siakam outside. That three's off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. And there's 1:45 left in the opening quarter. Brunson passes to Barrett. And he lobs it up top. And a big finish by Robinson.
Just angry on the rim rocker.
Man, that was felt all throughout this building. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Now here's Brunson. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Barnes. Now Pirtle kicks it out to Anunoby. And here's Siakam. Back to Anunoby. Pirtle with the ball, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Knicks ball.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Brunson passes to Robinson, and an emphatic jam on the lob.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Van Vliet against Brunson. Throws it up high, and a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks out in front, up 9.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Brunson with it. Screen by Robinson. Brunson passes to Robinson.
Oh, what a pass! Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Outside Young. Outside Porter. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Trent finds Young. Here's Achua. 6 to shoot. Trent from long range. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Young.
Love the hustle there defensively. Randall staying active and alert.
You know, sometimes we forget how young some of these guys are. Take R.J. Barrett, making his NBA debut at 19. Still a few years away from hitting his prime. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Outside Brunson. Robinson on the wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And specifically with R.J. Barrett, it feels like he's a lot older, Grant.
You know, B.A., but he's not close to 25 yet. So what we see right now, it's not what he'll be once R.J. hits his prime. Still a lot of room to grow for him.
Here's Flynn. Achua with a screen on Hart. Pass to Young. And Young slams it in.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Screen by Robinson. And here's Brunson from the arc. And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Porter. To the middle. Here's Young. And Young slams it in.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet. He'll find an open man.
Now here's Brunson. The D's right on him. Inside. A minute 42 left in the second. And he's off from 17. Toronto trailing. Up top, Porter. Guarded by Barrett. Porter, the pass to Achua. Barrett against Porter. Uncovered. And it's Toronto with another.
Known for his range, then also the length at the rim, but Porter showing us he can do it in the mid-range.
Left side, Brunson. Randall finds Barrett. Robinson on the wing. Randall against Achua. Shot, left block. Tipped. Now here's Young. He has 7. Achua passes to Young. Down low. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Porter gets the bucket.
I like this strategy, getting Porter into the catch-and-shoot situation, giving him a chance to make a play.
Pass to Hart. The 3. The shot no good. And Toronto will come the other way. And here are the Raptors now. Big run right now for them. 11-2. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And stolen by Barrett. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Hartenstein. And we're through the first half of play here. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for
the Raptors. 17.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, it's been quite a game for Mitchell Robinson.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Here's Quickly. Shoots over Anunoby. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's McBride. 6 on the shot clock. From the high post. That one a little long.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones. Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Siakam for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Hartenstein a screen. Here's McBride. He's guarded by Barnes. A nice shot by McBride. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's quickly. Toppin outside. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. Van Vliet outside. From downtown. Oh, again. Toronto with a triple.
You have to respect Fred's range. If not, he'll make you pay.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Quickly finds Toppin. And the shot's good. Toppin's got his first points of the game.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Hartenstein pulls it in. Man, that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
B.A., he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
Anunoby against Toppin. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Siakam knocks it loose.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Barnes in the post. It's Pirtle high post. Kicks it out to Anunoby from outside the arc. Connects from downtown. Anunoby's got 7 points.
And we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
Quickly passes to Toppin. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
A foul can't hold Pascal Siakam's shot back. He commits to the play and gets it in the air.
Siakam hits them both. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. I'm not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Out left to the wing. Here's the pick. Pass to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto, no good. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Toppin outside. Outside Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Van Vliet. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Siakam against Toppin. Siakam, the pass to Van Vliet. Now Barnes, 5 on the clock. And here's Siakam for 3. No good there.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Raptors out in front, up 2. And right after... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Brunson with it. Now Porter defending. Randall. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. And that'll tie this game up.
That's the right play call. Randall's a tough matchup inside. Strong, crafty, nasty.
First personal foul.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
There's the double team with Porter. Hart finds Brunson. Back to Hart. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. Here's Brunson. Hart with it. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 3-point New York lead. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
Siakam with it. Randall's in his pocket. Van Vliet outside. To the paint. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Knicks ball.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Brunson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Back to Randall. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Still looking for improvement from the line. Randall could pick up a couple extra points a game if he did.
Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Boucher's checked in for Scotty Barnes.
Chris Boucher.
New York on D. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Back to Pirtle. Will it go? And the dunk by Pirtle.
Good decision from Chris Boucher, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Knicks lead by 6.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Anunoby on the take. Here's Boucher for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14. Randall, pass to Brunson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. With the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Boucher passes to Pirtle. Now here's Siakam. No good on the 3.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
From deep. Barrett can't hit.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Siakam gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Randall, a screen on Van Vliet. Brunson passes to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Hard against Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. From the wing. Doesn't go that time. New York goes the other way with it. And here's Hart. Siakam pulls down the board. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Boucher. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Randall. Randall draws the double. Over Van Vliet. Randall, good. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Pirtle, the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Anunoby. For 3. And the Raptors get it back. And here's Siakam for 3. Good work defensively by Robinson. Outside Barrett. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun.
you'll appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And that one's good, Barnes.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now VanVleet. Down low. Here's Siakam. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. VanVleet finds Pirtle, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And the soft hands of Pirtle on display there. Just has such a nice stroke from the mid-range. And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Now here's VanVleet. Siakam inside the three-point line. From the arc. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Siakam sets a screen for VanVleet. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. VanVleet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Launches it. No good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He was all alone on that one. VanVleet's got 5 now. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Barnes. The feed to Pirtle. Passes it to Anunoby. 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good from Anunoby.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Now, here's Johnson. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Ladies basketball.
Nets trail by 7, and well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing, and more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. Barnes kicks to Anunoby. The pass to Pirtle. The 3. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Siakam outside. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Anunoby against Bridges. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
VanVleet outside. Siakam sets a screen for VanVleet. Anunoby in the corner. A fadeaway. That shot off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Dinwiddie. Buries the long-range jumper. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And Siakam has it in the corner. The dish to Pirtle. Back to Siakam. Pass to Van Vliet. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Basketball.
Nets trail by 5. Now here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes the 3. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Van Vliet. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Raptors up by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Nets Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto. Here's Trent. Thomas is out there with Curry. Then it's Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Back to Young. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Flynn. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Flynn's got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto. Curry outside. That one doesn't go.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Trent kicks to Achua. Flynn against Curry. Outside, Porter. Young left side, the 17-footer. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And here are the Nets.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you, the line.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And Brooklyn making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Porter looking it over. Out to the wing. Here's Flynn. They get it back. Back to Porter. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets trail by 10. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
The Raptors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. So it's Toronto now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so Curry will bring it up for Brooklyn. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. A steal. Oh, and here comes Flynn all alone. Took it the length and buries the 3. Flynn's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Johnson surveying the floor. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game. Flynn the pass to Trent. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich, because he is the type of coach and person who want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks because he is so humble. He is so demanding, and you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
On its way from Curry for 2, down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Johnson's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Toronto with the triple.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot.
Johnson, a wide open look, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Flynn. That one wide left.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Thomas dishes to Johnson. Pass to Curry. Over Porter. Curry's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nets trail by 11. And here is O'Neal. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Johnson right side. There's the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
It's Curry outside. That one no good. And so that's the end of the first half.
27.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Raptors leading by 8. And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchise.
And they've got the star power, and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately, it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? So for Toronto right now, Young out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Fred VanVleet. The drive by Simmons.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll play.
They set the screen. Barton wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 6. Simmons looking it over. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They're led by as many as 14 points. And Toronto turns it over again. Mikal Bridges checked in for Thomas. Then for the Raptors, Pascal Siakam comes in for Young. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Porter. Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Anunoby in the corner. There's a good screen. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Shot clock at 3 to the inside. And it's It's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Simmons to the middle. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Martin inside the line. And no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Nice play by Simmons. So good at switching gears with the ball in his hand.
Barton against Bridges. This one for three. And Will Barton with the three. Barton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Simmons. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Siakam a screen on Bridges. And here is Anunoby. They set the pick. To the paint. Simmons with the defensive effort. Nets trail by three. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
And forget the pretty offensive skills. Simmons using his length to get some gritty points on that play.
Siakam finds Anunoby. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by three.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Here's Simmons. Oh, he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Anunoby. Guarded by Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Curry. And Toronto also making a switch. Trent's checked in for Will Barton. Outside for Simmons. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Simmons dishes to Harris. And the three off target. Raptors leading by four. Van Vliet with it. He has five. Anunoby in the corner. Back to Van Vliet. Anunoby kicks to Trent. Connects from three-point range.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about to win that.
And so it's Toronto bringing the...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth dance team.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nets trail by 7. They've got Cameron Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Let's keep it alive. Dinwiddie's gone 1 of 4 from distance. Trent passes to Anunoby. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Trent outside. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Siakam. With the fadeaway. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
From deep, Johnson. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Claxton the pass to Finney Smith. Shoots over Anunoby. Tries again. Here's Claxton. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors. That's good from Anunoby. And Simmons, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Raptors leading by 8. Siakam outside. It's Trent on the wing. The pass to Siakam. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Another miss by Siakam.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Back to Bridges. He dishes it to Simmons. Over Trent. Bank shot, no good. Toronto, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Simmons against Siakam. Driving to the basket.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Siakam hits them both. And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Simmons sets a screen for Bridges. Simmons passes to Bridges. The three. Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Fires the three. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Got a piece of it. Here's Dinwiddie, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First team.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. So he gets them both. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes to play.
Bridges with the steal. Fires from deep. Here's Claxton from past the arc. Bridges misses. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Toronto leading by 8. On deep. And Simmons with the rebound.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best ones are the ugly ones.
Van Vliet against Johnson. Van Vliet passes to Trent. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go. And again, Toronto no up. Nets trail by 5. The drive by Simmons. And that's an intentional foul. Pirtle, he's checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Gary Trent.
Substitution. Jakob Pirtle. Scotty Barnes.
Here's Bridges. 54 seconds left in the game. Johnson against Barnes. Going inside. Money!
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. Back to Simmons. Van Vliet with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Barnes outside. Knocked away. Pirtle finds Barnes. Back to Pirtle. Pocket 6. Barnes outside. They can use a bucket. It's deflected. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, BA, it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the center position. Now here's Brunson for three. Randall drains the triple.
The balance and body control look a little bit better this season, so Randall stays on the ground in this catch-and-shoot situation and looks fluid.
Here's Dinwiddie. It's a three-point game. To the wing on the left. Here's Simmons, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit, but, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
And we're about a minute into the first. Clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Barrett can't hit. Right side Johnson. Pass to Dinwiddie. Out to the wing. Fires the three. The Knicks with the rebound.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Now, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Bridges. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Dinwiddie. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Randall outside. He drops it from range. Randall's got 6.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
What a critical bucket. This game could have gotten out of hand early if they allowed that run to go much longer.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Nets. And there's the rejection. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And so it's New York with it. They're leading by 8. Brunson with it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robinson for 3. Randall. The rebound by Bridges. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Back to Johnson. Simmons with a screen on Hart. From deep, Johnson. Pure from three-point range.
You don't don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there. The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Randall, good.
Well, improving his three-point range and confidence and rhythm from the three-point line, that's opening up some things for Julius Randle.
New York has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Offline from the high post. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Now here's Johnson. Dinwiddie finds Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Robinson with a steal. He launches a three. Randall can't hit. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Simmons, and slam dunk by Simmons.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Robinson against Simmons. For 3, Randall. Randall on the screen. And here's Brunson from the arc. 6 to shoot. Back to Randall. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Heady play there from Randall. He knows that contact is coming, so he gets himself into position, draw the foul, and still score.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Bridges, here we go. Pass to Dinwiddie. There's the 3. Randall with a steal. Fast break, New York. And here's Brunson from the arc. The shot won't fall. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Knicks out in front, up by 9. And we'll get things started in the second.
And your next youth Nets team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So on the floor for the Knicks. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett in at the 3.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
Bridges passes to Johnson. Three-pointer. Here's Finney-Smith. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Bridges. Here's Claxton. Back to Johnson. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. Johnson's got 6.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. To the middle. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
You wonder if the coaching staff is encouraging these kind of nights and aggressive play from Randall to take over.
Bridges on the attack. From deep, Johnson. And he can't get that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Outside Brunson. From 9 feet out, here's Robinson. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. And now an 11-point New York lead.
Robinson stretching his limits on that play from the mid-range.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Randall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Julius Randle, a nightly double-double threat. A guy who can occasionally drain the three, but when he first entered the league, many considered him just to be a role player. That role has changed.
So the Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Grimes comes in for Barrett. Quickly is checked in for Hart. And Rose is subbed in for Brunson. Here's Randall, kicks it to Quickly. Misses the 3. Well, since accepting a bigger role, Randall has really blossomed.
Well, it's great to see him evolve over time and actually be just taking on more responsibility. And with the way his game has blossomed, you can see why. He's a big part of this team.
The 3 from Curry. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Johnson. And no good. New York has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Quickly outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Hartenstein. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Rose against Curry. Outside for Randall. The 3. No good. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Harris is checked in for Johnson. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Toppin's checked in. Rose with it. Now guarded by Harris. Rose, the pass to Toppin. The shot inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Toppin just going right through the defense that time to earn a couple.
And so he hits both. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Outside, Finney-Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Off target from outside. And they're running. Here's Rose. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Knicks lead by 16.
This is really where Toppin can do a great job on a nightly basis of providing that energy. Get on the glass. Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
22.
Thanks, Allie. After the... As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Julius Randle has been sensational.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Royce O'Neal is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Since hiring Tom Thibodeau, every year the Knicks have been at the bottom of the league in pace.
Well, Thibs rhymes with grind, doesn't it, B.A.? I mean, it doesn't really, but it should.
Grimes. Drops in the three.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Outside Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Rose with it, picked up by Simmons. Pass to Grimes, takes a three. It's not going to go for him. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand. Oh my, Big Ben showing us how it's done.
You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA. A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Captain Thomas. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Beyond the arc. Fires from deep. And Rose is good for three. Rose has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
This might make you feel old, but Derrick Rose won his MVP over a decade ago. The 2011 season. Whew, that was something special.
5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
D. Rose in 2011, MVP for his hometown team, the Chicago Bulls.
And what a year. Top 10 in scoring and assists. He just won that vote in a landslide. That Bulls team winning 62 games, and it beat up on a loaded Eastern Conference. That was LeBron's first Miami season, and Boston still had the big three. Derrick Rose was getting it done.
Outside Curry. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Curry. Launches it. The Knicks with the rebound.
2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Quickly from outside. The rebound by Simmons. The Nets have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And he drives in. Oh, he misses the dunk. New York has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Rose. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. To the inside. Here's Grimes. Jacks up a three. The putback.
I mean, one of the best, most versatile defenders in the league. Simmons locking his man up.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
A new lineup here for New York. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Left side Simmons. Unable to get that one. So New York will take it the other way now.
Think back in that 21 season, finally the Knicks breaking back into the playoffs. You know, it had been 7 years since they got there, and Coach Thibodeau receiving the Coach of the Year honor. Well deserved.
And again, the Knicks missing.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
You love seeing games like this from Simmons, looking absolutely dominant and in control offensively.
Curry against Brunson. Inside. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Hart from long range. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
For your next, Spencer Dinwiddie.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. Brunson passes to Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And RJ can play where he's mixing up speeds, but is also in control of himself. This is the kind of stuff you get from him.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can bounce.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so it's New York with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. We hear teams.
Your next, U.S. team.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And the Knicks shooting has been good, 54% in this one. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. And forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hart from long range. Kicks it out to Barrett. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. The Nets shooting at 45% of the game so far. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Thomas. This one for 3. For 3, here's Harris. Nails it from 3. Harris has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I think there are a lot of big men in this league who don't realize that Mitchell Robinson has that kind of quickness. They end up fouling him quite a bit.
Brooklyn making some changes. Claxton, he's checked in for O'Neal. Johnson comes in for Harris. And it's Bridges in for Thomas. Back to Dinwiddie. Screen by Claxton. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Robinson, a screen on Dinwiddie. And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Terrific playmaking from Simmons. Getting the ball into his hands off a wide open shooter.
Brunson passes to Hart. Randall, a screen on Dinwiddie. Randall outside. Robinson, a screen on Simmons. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Randall outside. From the arc. Here's Brunson. Randall, pass to Hart. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's the break. Simmons with a screen on Brunson. Dinwiddie, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Hart, pass to Robinson. Back to Hart. Tries to snap the cold streak. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Fires in the triple. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Pass to Johnson. From behind the arc. Hart pulls it in.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Randall against Simmons. The open shot. Randall. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Randall's got 25 points in the game.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Randall a screen on Bridges. Here's Hart. Soft touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Knicks.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Julius Randle.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Back to Dinwiddie. From deep. The Knicks pull it in. They led by as many as 18. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dinwiddie gets the bucket. And stolen by Simmons.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Back to Bridges. Pass to Dinwiddie. Count it!
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
For 3, Randall can't connect. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top. Yeah.
confidence carries over onto their home floor. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Hart, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Now here's Barnes, and the 3 ball is good. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. 6 to shoot. Hart finds Randall. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Siakam misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Robinson a screen on Barnes. Barrett the pass to Robinson. Back to Barrett. Randall surveying the D. And Randall throws it down.
We know that Julius Randle loves to put it on the deck. Off the dribble drive, boy, he can be tough to deal with.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For 3, Barrett kicks to Brunson. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Stolen by Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. Siakam sets a screen for Barnes. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Down low. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Randall has got the ball here for New York. Brunson up top, covered by Van Vliet. Pirtle against Robinson. The pass to Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows.
And Anunoby, here we go.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
Robinson a screen on Van Vliet. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Three-pointer, Randall. That shot off. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Toronto. .109 left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Siakam. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, you love the confidence from Pascal Siakam. Ready on the catch, rise and fire. Nicely done.
Robinson a screen on Van Vliet. Runs in the pass to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Van Vliet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Birtle sets the pick for Trent. Back to Van Vliet. It's Trent on the wing for Barrett. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Up top, Hart. Lets it go from the wing. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Raptors lead by 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors,
and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
New York trailing. Underneath in the post, it's Siakam and Achua. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Flynn in at the points. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Well, Julius Randle has put in time to grow his ability to make three-point shots. Nice delivery.
And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. If the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it. An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
Brunson finds Randle. Poked away. Porter with the steal. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Achua in the corner. Dishes to Flynn. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Brunson against Flynn. Randle a screen on Flynn. Brunson kicks to Hart. That's tipped. Here's Randle driving inside. Good D by Siakam. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Back to Anunoby. There's a screen. On the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's Achua. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change. Trent's checked in. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Randle against Siakam. And Hart has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Barry Trent Jr.
And this, to me, is where Mitchell Robinson is comfortable operating. Because of the length and size, he can put pressure on defenders.
Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
But he provides that slashing presence from the wing. Porter has got all the tools.
From deep, Rose. No good on the shot. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Porter passes to Siakam. Back to Porter. Takes it out to Siakam. Siakam got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. 1:49 left to play here in the half. Here's Rose. Toppin with it. He's against Young.
What a heads-up play by Obi. Toppin feeds the open man. Easy opportunity.
The Raptors have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Outside Flynn. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. And Young, here we go. That one falls. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
Well, exceptional speed on the drive, sprinting toward the hoop. Go ahead, Thaddeus Young, do your work.
Quickly with it, picked up by Flynn. Quickly against Flynn. Over in the corner, Rose. Toppin passes to Hartenstein. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Raptors with some changes. Scotty Barnes comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn. Toronto leading by 3. VanVleet outside. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Quickly with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hartenstein can't get it to go. VanVleet outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thanks for the great interview, David.
Your Raptors, 18. The Knicks, 15.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Randle and Robinson will be the inside pair. Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett at the 3-slot.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
Robinson a screen on Barnes. For the tie, Hart finds Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Barnes. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Toronto Raptors. 3-point lead.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Shot clock at 6. Near the 3-point line, it's VanVleet. Again, Toronto.
Well, you're really impressed with the growth of Fred VanVleet as a scorer. This guy's so coachable, so willing to take what the defense gives him, knocks down the jump shot.
And he'll shoot free throws here, clearly fouled. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Julius Randle, 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw good from Randle. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Van Vliet wide open. Here's Anunoby. Feeds it to Pirtle. Back to Anunoby. Sinks that one from the post. Anunoby's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
You know this about OG Anunoby. This guy's going to give you tremendous effort nightly. Really good job on the glass.
Here's Brunson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 5.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Pirtle kicks to Van Vliet. Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. Back to Pirtle. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Now just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred Van Vliet. Pretty pass, sir.
Here's Hart. Here's Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. No one near Randle as he lets it go. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Raptors leading by 3. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Pirtle up top. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
They get the rebound. Pass to Brunson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Releases. And again, no good by Toronto. Knicks trail by 3. Robinson sets a screen for Barrett. The second effort. Robinson, that's good. 9 points in the game so far.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Here's Anunoby. Can't hit that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Floats it up for Randle. And Randle throws it down.
This guy is so quick. Julius Randle finishes with a pretty dunk.
Now Brunson. He's got 5. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Siakam with it. Picked up by Barrett. It's stolen by Barrett. Lets it go from deep. Robinson dishes to Barrett. Back to Robinson. And stolen by Achua. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. On the wing, Barnes. For Randle, Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Now, here's Achua. Clock is at 3. Here's Anunoby, and there's the drive. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
It's time for T-shirts.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Here's your time. It's time for your North Side Crew. Hoping to return over and over and over again. It's your North Side Crew.
Here's Brunson.
Who wants a T-shirt?
Good D by Siakam.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Gary Trent is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Achua in its center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Barnes finds Achua. Back to Barnes. And here is Trent outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Robinson a screen on Trent. Here's Brunson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Raptors trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Stolen by Robinson. Hart, wide open. He fires. Misses the 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And that'll be 2 free throws. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And the Raptors with the ball. 4-point game. Brunson against Van Vliet. Siakam inside. And it's good for 2.
Well, you love the relentless energy from Siakam. It's sort of a staple of his game. Gets to the offensive glass there.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. Brunson kicks to Barrett. He dishes it to Robinson. That one drops for him. Robinson's got the lead up to 4 now for New York.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Van Vliet. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
New York on D. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Inside. Trent outside. 5 to shoot. Passes to Van Vliet. Back to Trent. Lets the 3 fly. No good on that one. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Barrett. Randall from outside. It's hauled in by Trent. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. A 3-ball. Porter looking it over. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, Otto Porter increasingly aggressive on the offensive end. Very good at getting defenders to bite with that pump fake. Woo-hoo!
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. The lead is 2. Robinson a screen on Van Vliet. Brunson the pass to Robinson. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, an important trip to the free throw line for Mitchell Robinson. We know he can scuffle from the free throw line. Does he have a big shot in him?
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Van Vliet kicks to Porter. Van Vliet against Brunson to the inside. And finished off by Siakam.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Van Vliet against Brunson. Now here's Randall. D right on him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Brunson against Van Vliet. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. Porter finds Siakam. Puts one up. Robinson knocks it away. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Randall outside. Bobbed up there for Robinson. And stolen by Siakam. Now here's Porter. Van Vliet on the wing. Now the pass to Siakam. Lock at 6. They double team Siakam. For 3, Van Vliet. Randall grabs the board. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Brunson against Van Vliet. It's Barrett on the wing. New York needs to get off a shot. Robinson misses. So a close game sees New York take this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
drive when the tempo is at its quickest.
You're going to love this one, up and down. Neither. The squad likes to use too much of the shot clock. They'll be looking to get out in transition every time they get a chance.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith, also Johnson out there, Nicholas Claxton out there with Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the one.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
And here are the Raptors now. The Nets making their last shot. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria. Jakob Poeltl is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
You know, Poeltl's country of Austria, they've never qualified for the games or world championships, Smitty.
You're right, B.A., and I know he really carries the flag for Austrian hoops. But the game is growing there because of Jakob Poeltl. Look at what Dirk did for their neighbors in Germany.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Dinwiddie. From downtown, the shot, no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Siakam with a screen on Bridges. And the Raptors miss again. And it's Brooklyn ball. Takes the three. Here's Claxton, covered by Poeltl. The kick out to Johnson. The three. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And now the Raptors on the break. Van Vliet outside. And again, no good by Toronto. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Puts it up from the high post. And it's good. 2 points.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Yep, that one's good.
Good work inside. Barnes showing how skilled he is close to the rim.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Claxton. It's stolen by Poeltl. Now Van Vliet. 4-3. Claxton with a rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Now here's Van Vliet. Barnes with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. And an Obi for three. Claxton with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. From deep, Johnson. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds now. The three is up. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Siakam. Barnes has got 5 points.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Launches a three. Oh, wow.
Wait a second.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Poeltl, the pass to Van Vliet. Three-pointer off the mark. The Nets with the lead. From deep three-point range. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Now here's Anunoby. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Siakam. And the three off target.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now Johnson. Puts up a three. Here's Claxton, covered by Poeltl. Here's Finney-Smith. Rebound by the Raptors. Poeltl's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And again, no good by Toronto. The Nets have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Johnson against Barnes. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. There's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides. The score still close.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors,
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Counted from distance. Dinwiddie's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Pass to Barnes. Siakam with a screen on Johnson. The 3 from Barnes. The shot off that time.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Dinwiddie, no good.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Lets it go from deep. Barnes, and that's good. Give him 8 points now.
Scotty Barnes gets a little room to shoot the corner 3, and he drains it.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
The revenge triple loves seeing Fred VanVleet come right back at him.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Johnson. Bridges outside. Dinwiddie with it. The 3 is up. 4 on the clock. Right side Johnson. Dinwiddie against VanVleet. Dinwiddie outside. Off target from 3-point range. Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Outside Barnes. VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. Fades back. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Barnes. No good there, off the double clutch.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, you're not all going to go down.
Siakam, the pass to VanVleet. Here's the 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Off the screen, going to work. VanVleet just puts out so much effort in everything he does.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Toronto has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Siakam, pass to Barnes. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Brooklyn trailing. Bridges with it. VanVleet covering. Dinwiddie outside. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Johnson. Shot to end the cold streak. Bridges misses. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
1:04 left in the second period. Barnes against Harris. Pass to Flynn. Outside Barnes. 6 to shoot. Now here's Siakam. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And again, Toronto, no good.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Simmons up top. On the take. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I mean, you have to love the physicality of Simmons right there. He has the strength and size to finish that play.
And the free throw, no good.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
The Nets need to get off a shot here. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Now into the lineup for the Nets. Royce O'Neal, Seth Curry.
And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Here's Flynn. He's covered by Curry. Trent outside. Pass to Siakam. It's all tied in Toronto.
The score, your Raptors 14. The Nets 14.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the floor for the Nets, Royce O'Neal is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Thomas in at the 2-guard spot. It's deflected. Pass to Barnes. Now Trent from deep. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul.
The Nets shooting a low 30% from the floor. Here's Simmons. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
And Brooklyn has possession.
That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
The Raptors shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Siakam outside. There's the triple. And again, Toronto no good. You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
BA, let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, BA.
And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms, Smitty.
What it means, BA, as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the 3rd quarter. And it's Simmons with the jam.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses. Protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
And the front office from Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Smart play by Scotty, calling for a pick to disrupt the defense a little bit.
Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Flynn. Siakam with a screen on Curry. Back to Siakam. Barnes with it. Oh, misses the dunk.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Here's Simmons. That shot off the mark. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Siakam outside. Back to Flynn. Here's the 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Simmons. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, Simmons' size and strength make him a tough cover inside. The defense gets sloppy, and of course they foul him.
That one misses. Harris passes to Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Trent with it, picked up by Simmons. Pass to Flynn. The 3 ball. And the Raptors, another 3.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Simmons, the pass to Curry. A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter. Out to the wing. Here's O'Neal. Here's Thomas. And the Nets miss again.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Shot from the wing. The rebound by Simmons. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Harris outside. Launches a 3. And Simmons, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh my, Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Harris against Barnes. Pass to Trent. There's the 3. And the Raptors, another 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Finney-Smith checked in for O'Neal. Johnson comes in for Harris. Mikal Bridges checked in for Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in for Curry. Pass to Young. Anunoby on the wing. Fires from deep. Rebound Brooklyn. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Young. Porter against Bridges. Outside Young. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
I mean, one of the best defenders in the league. Simmons creates offense for himself thanks to his efforts on defense.
Young, the pass to Van Vliet. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Raptors out in front. They lead by 2.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Otto Porter. Then it's Thaddeus Young. And it's Achua in at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
He's still polishing the skill set. Anunoby has the size and versatility that every team wants out of his wings.
Both free throws good from Anunoby.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Dinwiddie with it. Van Vliet covering. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
So he gets them both. Well, the Raptors shooting a low 30% from the floor. Young with a screen on Bridges. Anunoby passes to Porter. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Bridges.
Toronto foul. Precious Achiuwa. That's his first personal foul.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And some changes here for the Raptors. Pirtle's checked in for Achiuwa. Pascal Siakam comes in for Young. And Scotty Barnes is subbed in for Porter Jr. Simmons against Siakam. Pass to Van Vliet. Picked by Pirtle. Down low. Simmons against Van Vliet. Now here's Simmons, guarded closely. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
You love seeing games like this from Simmons, looking absolutely dominant and in control offensively.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Barnes with a screen on Johnson. Van Vliet on the wing. 4 on the clock. Siakam, the pass to Van Vliet. Siakam with a screen on Dinwiddie. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Now Bridges. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Watch out below. The flying Australian, Ben Simmons, cleared for takeoff.
Anunoby finds Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Huge shot right there from Scotty. I love seeing him deliver in these situations.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, impressive play from Simmons, showing he can step up and be the guy on offense when he has to.
And the Raptors making a change here. Trent's checked in.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Raptors.
And Toronto has possession. Trailing by 5. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Just tremendous shooting from Pirtle. Love how he's not afraid of taking these kinds of shots.
And it's stolen by Van Vliet. And now the Raptors on the break. Anunoby for 3. Then Simmons grabs the board. Simmons has got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Johnson. And the three-pointer goes. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Trent, the pass to Pirtle. Trent with it from deep three-point range. Then Simmons grabs the board. Simmons has got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1:05 left to play in the fourth quarter. Bertle grabs a miss. Toronto's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Trent from long range. And again, Toronto no good. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Simmons, the pass to Johnson. The three-pointer off the mark. On offense, here come the Raptors. 6-point game. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Trent for 3. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
I love watching the three-point ability of Gary Trent Jr. He's someone you got to lock up on the perimeter.
Johnson against Trent. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
9 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Simmons. No good with a layup. And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what do you think?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off.